Not long ago, this place was little more than desert and sea. An endless landscape of sand stretched across the horizon, meeting the quiet waters of the Persian Gulf. The sun ruled the days, and the desert winds shaped the rhythm of life. For centuries, only small communities lived here: fishermen, pearl divers, and traders who relied on the sea for survival. Dubai was once just a modest coastal settlement. Wooden boats lined the shore, and narrow paths connected small houses built from stone, coral, and palm wood. Life was simple, and the future seemed as endless and uncertain as the desert itself. The people of this region were resilient. They lived from trade and the sea. Pearl diving became one of the main sources of income, with divers descending into the deep waters in search of valuable pearls that would later be sold in distant markets. Merchant ships traveled between Arabia, Persia, India, and East Africa, turning the Gulf into an important trade route. Though Dubai was small, it slowly became a stop for traders and travelers moving across the region. Yet for generations, the desert remained unchanged. Then, in the middle of the 20th century, everything began to shift. In the 1960s, oil was discovered beneath the sands of the region. What had once seemed like an empty and unforgiving landscape suddenly became a source of enormous wealth. The discovery transformed not only Dubai, but the entire Arabian Gulf. Oil revenues allowed leaders to invest in infrastructure, roads, ports, and modern facilities. Camel tracks were replaced by paved highways. New buildings began rising where once there had been only sand. In 1971, the United Arab Emirates was officially formed. Several emirates united to create a new nation, combining their resources and vision for the future. Dubai became one of the most ambitious cities within this young country. But unlike many oil-rich regions, Dubai chose a different path. Its leaders understood that oil alone could not guarantee a stable future. Instead of relying only on natural resources, the city invested heavily in trade, tourism, aviation, and international business. Modern ports were built to handle global cargo. Airports expanded rapidly, connecting the region to major cities across the world. Free economic zones encouraged foreign companies to establish headquarters in the city. Slowly, Dubai began transforming into a global center of commerce. The skyline started to change. Glass towers rose above the desert horizon. Construction cranes appeared everywhere, signaling a city that was growing at an extraordinary pace. New highways cut through the sand, connecting districts that only a few decades earlier had not existed. Dubai was no longer a quiet coastal town. It was becoming a modern metropolis. One of the most remarkable symbols of this transformation came in the early 2000s, when the city began building artificial islands along its coastline. Among them, Palm Jumeirah became one of the most famous. Shaped like a giant palm tree and extending into the sea, the island was visible even from space. Luxury hotels, villas, and resorts covered its branches, turning an ambitious engineering project into one of the most recognizable landmarks in the world. Dubai had proven that it could reshape not only its skyline, but even its coastline. Yet the city's ambitions did not stop there. Soon, an even greater project was announced: the construction of the tallest building ever created by humanity.
In 2004, work began on what would become the Burj Khalifa. Engineers, architects, and thousands of workers came together to build a structure unlike anything the world had seen before. Floor by floor, the tower climbed higher into the sky. The project pushed the limits of modern engineering. The structure had to withstand powerful winds, intense heat, and enormous weight. Yet year after year, the tower continued rising above the city. Finally, in 2010, the world watched as the Burj Khalifa was officially completed. Standing 828 meters tall, it became the highest building on Earth. From its observation decks, visitors could see the entire city stretching toward the desert horizon. The Burj Khalifa quickly became more than just a skyscraper. It became a symbol, a statement that Dubai was willing to dream bigger than almost any other city in the world. By the early 21st century, Dubai had transformed into one of the most visited cities on the planet. Millions of tourists arrived each year. The international airport became one of the busiest in global aviation. Luxury hotels, massive shopping malls, financial districts, and entertainment complexes filled the city. Dubai became a crossroads between Europe, Asia, and Africa, a place where cultures, businesses, and travelers from all over the world came together. But even after all this growth, the region continues to look toward the future. In neighboring Saudi Arabia, a massive project known as NEOM has been announced, an ambitious attempt to rethink what cities might look like in the decades ahead. At the center of this project is a concept called the Line. Unlike traditional cities, the Line is designed as a linear urban environment, stretching approximately 170 kilometers across the desert. Instead of wide highways and car-dominated streets, the city is envisioned as a vertical community where transportation, housing, and services exist within a compact corridor. Mirrored walls will reflect the desert landscape, while advanced technology and renewable energy systems aim to create a sustainable environment for future generations. If completed as planned, it could represent one of the most radical experiments in urban design ever attempted. The desert that once held only fishing villages and trade routes is now becoming a testing ground for futuristic cities. Dubai's journey from sand to skyline shows how dramatically a region can transform in just a few decades. What began as a small coastal settlement has become a global symbol of ambition, innovation, and possibility. And in this part of the world, the future is still being built.